high to tie. Space taxi to the sky. High to tie.
Hello, everyone. What are you doing this evening? I'd like to offer you an excerpt from a very fascinating book by an author who has decided to remain anonymous for obvious reasons.
An excerpt from a book by an unknown author for review. Introduction. It all began with a single dream, or perhaps a lapse in consciousness, so subtle and insidious that I, a rational person, didn't immediately recognize its nature. What seemed like a dream didn't obey the laws of dreams. The details were too clear, the smells were real, the shadows were believable, and the silence was thick and vivid, like in a real night. I stood on a cobblestone street, squeezed between massive Gothic buildings, whose narrow windows looked at me suspiciously. A purple fog hung overhead, illuminated by strange street lamps. Their shape resembled ancient gas jets, but inside, instead of fire, there flickered a cold, pulsating neon glow. It was as if the air itself vibrated under their influence.
A bus leisurely emerged from around the corner, a 21st-century device, unmistakably modern, with digital roots, scanning advertising screens and a projector casting moving, hypnotic prisms onto the walls. Pedestrians passed by, oblivious to me. Each held a strange artifact, a phone, without buttons, without frames, projecting color images into the void. And all this took place against a backdrop of architecture that belonged to the age of candles and printing presses, nothing less than the 16th century. Anxiety gripped me, not fear, no, it was something else, something older than the very concept of time. I felt as if I were standing at the intersection of lines that should never have crossed. As if my mind were observing the interweaving of centuries, a forbidden pattern woven by the hands of someone who had peered too deeply into the fabric of history, and decided to rewrite it.
Interesting. I'll continue tomorrow. What about you? Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.